This information guide will assist you in creating, managing, editing and using the legal registers and risk assessment features on Safety 360 Elite. On the left-hand navigation, click the legal register icon. There is also a legal compliance audit template available for use in the checklist library. This audit covers the OHS Act and its regulations and includes all requirements. To find it, navigate to Checklist. Build a new checklist. Build from Library. And search Legal. Audit can be customized by control user. Back to the legal register, which forms the basis of risk management, inside of Safety 360 Elite. Here, you would select the relative legal legislation that applies to their company, use the slider to mark as applicable, as well as the responsible person, applicable region, and most importantly, controls implemented. Click the plus icon next to its relevant heading to add a new item. Complete the requested info and add this to the register. All added info can be removed by clicking the red X. These added controls will be used in the risk assessment process to quickly pull in required items when adding legal reference to your risk assessment. Control types allow users to assign a heading to the listed control. Here is the hierarchy of controls on Safety 360 Elite. Once the legal register has been completed, the legislation selected as applicable will become available to select when creating a new risk assessment item. The completed legal register can also be exported to PDF. On the left-hand navigation, click the risk assessment icon. On the main risk assessment page we can find the following cards. New risk assessment, risk assessments, safe working procedures, planned task observations, archive risk assessments, methodologies, and registers. By clicking the new risk assessment card, you will be taken to the main creation page. Information can be added and updated at a later stage. First, the details and info of the risk assessment. Then the type of risk assessment. There are 3 types of risk assessments: baseline, project, and daily. Next is the methodology information. You can choose between default or custom methodologies. Once you have completed the setup phase, the risk assessment is stored and can be found under the main risk assessments card. You'll be directed to the risk builder. Add a new task by clicking the plus icon. Here you will start the hazard identification and risk assessment process by adding the task up for investigation. Add a title and description. Once added, the task will have a line item, which can be expanded by clicking on it. You can choose selections based on methodology of risk assessment. After adding the hazard description along with rating selection, the hazard will be listed with its raw risk score. This hazard line item can also be expanded to last level where the user can add mitigations and controls. Add custom risk reduction controls, as well as add selected regulations and legal references linked to this risk assessment. Hazard images can also be added. Once you have identified your risks and listed your controls, you can add your residual risk. This is the updated score after considering your controls. Remember that ratings with an A is the worst possible outcome. The risk assessment dashboard is where users can view all information, edit the risk assessment, submit to all reviewers, review the assessment, revert to draft for updates or changes, archive and remove from selection, view all PDF versions, and create safe working procedures linked to tasks in this risk assessment. The creator or collaborator can click the pencil icon to update risk assessment details. New collaborators can be added, with permission options. All new risks create non-conformances in Safety 360 Elite. This allows the tracking, monitoring, and closure through the non-conformance tool. For bulk closure of non-conformances, click the arrow icon. For creating safe working procedures on Safety 360 Elite, you have 2 options: through baseline assessment and freestanding. On the risk assessment dashboard, click the icon far right that says SWPs. Create a new SWP by clicking the plus icon. Add a title, document number, Select an approver and add a description. Similar to the risk management dashboard, the Safe Working Procedures dashboard show all the SWP info. The creator can click the pencil icon to update any details. On the risk assessment dashboard, click the icon on right that says Safe Working Procedures. Here you can view all SWPs regardless of where they were created. You can search with text, filter by status, or create a new SWP. On the Builder page, add a title, document number, select an approver and add a description. On the SWP dashboard for both assessment types, you can edit and update the procedure. By clicking the edit icon, you can add or remove content to the SWP. The Content Builder page will allow users to add content to SWP on each of the headings. You can click the plus icon to add information. Once the SWP is approved, you will have access to the PDF document on the main SWP dashboard. By clicking the QR icon, users will be shown the QR code unique to specific SWP as well as a URL link. The QR code can be printed and displayed at high-risk areas to ensure employees have quick access to safe working procedures. Planned task observations, or PTOs, can be conducted on approved SWPs by clicking the eye icon, and then clicking Yes. The PTO process starts by selecting the observer and observee, followed by document number. Once participants have been selected, PTO information will become available, and the observer will be able to oversee the SWP and confirm its requirements are still valid. The options for each entry are complying, not complying, change required, and not applicable. Comments can be added to all selection, but are required for not complying items. It is important to remember to confirm each observation. Once all required information has been added, the signature options will be available. Signatures from both the observer and observee are required to complete the PTO. Clicking Confirm PTO will allow the PTO to be confirmed and completed. Completed planned task observations can be found on the main risk assessment page. Under the left navigation pane, click on the Reports icon. Only users with the Reports controller role can access this page. There are currently 4 types of risk reports available on Safety 360 Elite. Risk assessments by user, risk assessments by region, reports on SWPs and reports on PTOs. These reports also include all the normal reports filters that can be applied as needed. Safety 360 Elite Risk Management also includes risk registers. These are registers showing you all the information captured during your risk assessment and hazard identification process. This will give the user access to hazard, risk, controls, and change requests registers. The Change Requests Register is where control users can view all changes requested when doing planned task observations. Clicking on a line item will open the request page, where you can view current SWP as well as the requested changes. You can approve or decline the request. Here are some rules to remember. Safety 360 Elite Risk Assessment is aligned to ISO 31000. Only users with the role of risk assessor can create, manage, or edit risk assessments. Risk assessment aims to assist system users with identifying, mitigating, and managing risks digitally.